Hello students, in today's session we will see a menu driven program based on binary files where we can add records, display the records, search, modify and delete options. How a record can be added, deleted, displayed, searched or modified. So these things can be done with the menu driven program. So what is menu driven program? So it will show the menu. From that menu you choose particular option, so it performs a particular task. That we call it as a menu driven program. So let us first run the program and see the output, then we'll come back to the programs. Okay, so when you click run, it shows the options: add, display, search, update, delete and exit. Okay, so I'll go from the beginning. When I press 1, it is asking to enter employee numbers. Okay, I will enter employee number. I'll enter employee name and salary. Okay, so it is asking, do you want to add more? I will press Y. So I will enter one more record, employee name, then salary. Okay, again it is asking, do you want to continue? So I will just press no. So I have added two records, right? So if I press 2, it displays the both the records what I entered. Okay, option 2 for display. 3, if I press 3, it asks for the employee number to search. So I will give only a particular employee number which I want to search, 102. So it displays only that particular record, 102 Ajit. Okay, now fourth option is for update. I want to change some data. Okay, when I press 4, it first displays all the records. Now I want to change salary of Asha, for example. So it will ask you the employee number to update. So I'll give employee number 101. Do you want to update name? So it is asking, do you want to change the name? So I'll press, I don't want to change the name, I want to only change the salary. So I'll press N. Do you want to update salary? Yes. So it asks for the new salary. So I will update the salary now. Enter a new salary. So now it is updated. Let us check whether it is reflected. So just press 2 to display. So you can see that employee number 101, Asha's employee salary is updated, changed. So next option is 5 for deletion. If I press 5, it asks which record you want to delete. So for example, I want to delete 102. So it is deleted. Now let us check. We press 2 for display. So there were 2 records. Now only 1 record is left. So 6 for exit. If I press 6, it comes out of the program. This is a menu driven program where we perform add, display, search, update, delete and exit options, correct? So now let's come to the program. So how this program is written. Okay, so since we are working with binary files, we need to import a module called pickle. So pickle module is used in for binary files. So import pickle is written. Then now first let us look at the add function. So here any function will be written with the name def, then function name, so followed by the contents. So we have an empty list emp, then we are opening the file. So we open the file employee. So wb mode is written, that means writing to binary files. I am going to write to a binary file called employee. So I am opening employee file for writing. So in the beginning I just wrote ans equal to y, that means I am initializing ans value as y. So while ans equal to y, that means whenever ans value is y, then I perform some task within this loop. Okay, what are the tasks? I'm asking the user to enter employee number, user to enter employee name, user to enter salary. So these 3 things I'm asking from the user. Then I append that data what I asked in a list. So empty list was defined in the beginning, so now I am appending. Append function is used for adding the content to a list, right? So I am adding the content, that is employee number, name and salary, as a list, and it will be added to emp. Okay, so then I'm asking the user, do you want to add more records? So if it is yes, it repeats again, it will ask you one more record, then it will be added to the list again. So now list is ready with different records. So list of list, so employee number, name and salary will be stored as a list, so it is will be stored in a list called emp. So pickle dot dump, so pickle dot dump function is to send the content to a file. So here emp is a list, so list is sent to f is nothing but the file, now the file object name. So what happens, emp list is sent to f. Clear? So record is sent to a file now called employee. So once you perform some task, then you need to close the file. F.close is to close the file. So this is add function. We have seen this separately in different slides. Now we are going to combine all together. Okay. Then second function is display. So we want to display the contents. What we do is we will take an empty list. Then so here try and accept is used for loading the files. So with when you write try, so if any error comes, then the exceptional error, it shows the exceptions. So we can avoid that error by writing try and accept. Okay, so we are opening the file in binary mode, read RB. So by reading binary files. So pickle dot load. So while writing to the file we use dump. Now we'll use pickle dot load. So it just loads that file and store it in emp. Emp is nothing but a list. Okay, so after this we can just display the contents of a list by just writing for e in emp print e. This is one way of using. So what happens, e will take one by one record from the list. This is one way, but you will not get the output in a neat manner. For that what we do is we can just print like this, print percentage 10 yes, again percentage employee number, and percentage 20 yes. So what it means is, so it takes 10 spaces for employee number, it takes 20 spaces for employee name, it takes 10 spaces for employee salary. This is heading. The same manner for e in emp print, again we are using percentage 10 yes, and here percentage e of 0 is written. E is nothing but the record. In the record first field is employee number, so the data employee number will be displayed within the 10 year. Yes, that means 10 space. Okay, similarly f1 and f2 is you are displaying. This is used only to display it in a neat manner. Otherwise we can just use for e in emp print e. Here then we need to close the file, so we have closed here. So this is how you display. Third option is search. So searching is just reading the file, match it and then display. So here again we are loading the files. After loading the file we enter the employee number to search. So then we use for loop to get the elements. So we have it in emp, that is in the list. So from list we want to take, so for e in emp, so in e will have each record. So v of 0 means the first field in the record, so that is employee number. We are comparing with employee number, right? So en, whether e of 0 equal to e of en, so that is whether it matches with the employee number what we entered. If it matches, print a, that means it displays. Okay, similarly if it is not found, you want to display some message. For that sake we are, as soon as we match the records we make found as true, otherwise the found value will remain remain false after completion of the loop. So if found equal to false, print sorry employee number not found. That means the employee number is not not found. Okay, so only when it is not matching, found value will become false. So this is just to display the employee number is not found if it is not matching. Follow? So the next option is update. So updating means editing. So just like the previous function, we just write take an empty list and make found equal to 0. That means I'm just initializing it as 0. Okay, so in try and accept clause I'm using loading the file. So once it is loaded, then I'm closing it, then again I'm opening for writing. So what I need to do is I need to update. So that means you have to read it and then write it also, right? So I'm opening the same file with write mode now. So before that I just display for E in EMP print E. That means it displays all the records whatever is there available. So I'm asking the user to enter employee number to update. So how to update? For I in range length of EMP. EMP is nothing but the list. So length of the list, and I will have each time the values from the length of the EMP, right? So if EMP of I, EMP I5 means the first record I value if it is 0. EMP of I of 0, that means in the first record, first field. Clear? So employee number we are just comparing. If it is matching, then found value becomes 1. Then I am asking, do you want to update the name? So if it is yes, then I will ask a new name. Then update that value. That is how do you update EF of I of 1. So I'm changing employee name. Employee name is nothing but the second index, that is 1. So write emp of I of 1 equal to employee en1. That means I have new name what I entered, I am updating with the e of I1. Similarly, I will ask, do you want to update salary? If it is yes, then I need to update emp of I2. So the second index specifies the field, right? In this first one is to record, then second one is the field. So it just checks, just updates. Clear? So whenever it is matching record is found, you are asking whether to update the name or salary. So accordingly it works. In case it is not found, not matching records are not found, then it prints sorry employee not found. Clear? So after that you have to update. So how to update? Pickle dot dump emp comma f. Now the new, after updation, after making changes, that records are in emp, so send it to the file. Clear? This is how update works. Next is delete. So here same manner we'll load it. So then display the records, then open the file for writing. So why we want to write here? Actually deleting is nothing but we just compare the records. If the record is not found, if the matching records are not found, that is sent to another list. Except the matching record, all other records will be sent to another list. From the another list, the data will be sent to a file. Let us see how it works here. So we are opening the file for reading first. Okay, everything is read and displayed. After that we are opening the file for writing. Then we are asking the employee number to delete. Okay, so for E in EMP, if E of 0 not equal to En, not equal to En means that it is matching. If it is not a matching record, then found value you are making it as 1 and you are sending that record to another list. EMP1 is another list. So which is not matching is sent to another list. Okay, so this continues till the last. So all the non-matching records are sent to another list. Okay, so matching record is not sent. Then we have to just send that emp1, that is a new list, except the matching record is sent to the file. So it overwrites it. So what happens is the previous content will be updated. So in previous content which is not matching, except the matching records, all other things are sent to emp1. So that emp1 is sent to f, so that the matching records are not updated, remaining things are updated with the file. So this is how deletion works. Clear? So now we have learned all these functions separately. Now how to make it as a menu driven. So just write while true, that means it will be a continuous loop. So you just display all the options: 1 for add, 2 for display, 3 for search, 4 for update, 5 for delete, 6 for exit. Then ask the user do you to enter the choice. If choice equal to 1, then call the function add. If choice equal to 2, then call the function display. If choice is 3, then call search. So like this, go up to the last. So for exit, you can just write else break. So it just breaks out of the program. So this is how menu driven program works in binary files. I hope you are clear. So also functions are written separately. Then we use the menus, then we call the particular function depending upon the data entered, choice entered. Clear? This is how the binary file works in Python. Is it clear? Okay, we'll see the other concepts in coming session. Thank you.